2 seconds. I'm going to warm my coffee up, mate.
Okie doke.
Huh?
Said okie doke.
Do you want a fresh one?
I'll make one in a bit, it's alright.
You sure, mate?
Yeah.
I'm making one. You want me to?
Well, go on then.
What do you reckon of them Masma drinks?
No, I'll serve them for underneath.
I said, what do you reckon?
Oh, they're alright.
I have one. I don't know.
I still want some of them Horlicks ones. Morning, Claire Louise. How are you today? He's just making a brew. So I'm not as glamorous today. Still got me bedhead. But hey, I'm not going out today. Gonna get some stuff done round the house. Morning, John and Kendra. Yeah, I'm alright. Bit tired today. Obviously we did a lot of walking around in that yesterday, so yeah, just gonna pot around the house and get some jobs done and whatnot today. I think Thursday we'll be going back out. So I don't want to leave the dogs like too often either, so if we can get out and do. Morning, Amanda. Get a few videos done in one day and then we can post one a day. So if we go out twice a week, that should work. Yeah, he's doing the coffees. He didn't get up till 9:30, him.
Didn't go late at 6 o'clock more, because I fell asleep on the set.
Yeah, he fell asleep on the set. He woke up at 6, went to bed. So I let him sleep in. He got up at 9:30. I had to get up at 7 to get Kingston off. Because if not, he'd probably just lie in his pit all day and say, well, you never shouted me. And if I say to Darren, oh, well, you get up with him, the pair of them make that much bloody noise that I can't get sleeping anyway. Don't think I can sleep in anymore. Hey, Buster Bull. Yeah. Buster was loving Darren not coming to bed till 6 o'clock this morning. He snuggled right up next to me with his head on the pillow. So usually it's Darren like taking up all the room, but he was snuggled that close to me. Do you want me to move this chair down for you, Buster? You come up here then. Come on. He loves his bedtime snuggles, and then when Darren told him to move, he decided to get under the bed and cuddle up by my feet.
You brought the batty in now?
Yep.
Will you make us more of that, please?
I will.
Huh?
I will. Come this side, Buster, rather than pinching your dad's seat.
I get that man do. Fucking freezing. And the sun's shining. I proper might give him a fucking coffee now. It's not funny. Oh, Buster, I haven't got out for you today, mate. I've not long been up, mate. Let me wake up, brother.
Morning, Nigel. Hope you're good.
Let me wake
So, have you set
up.
up your premiere yet?
Mate,
Yeah.
yeah, it's ready to go. I'm going to do yours after this.
So what time?
I don't know if it's 6 or 6:30.
And then we'll set mine up today to come out tonight.
I've got an out for you, mate. What am I doing that for?
I don't know.
Because he's got my head parting.
Bust and blow.
I'm not sitting here stroking you all day now, mate. Fucking swear down, Buster, man. My fucking great nephew's fucking niece is fucking. She's only a couple of months old. Doesn't cry and whinge as much as you, does she? Ah, Dad! No, Buster.
So you've made
I'm not sitting in a civil conversation now, aren't we?
You've made a rod for your own
I
back
know.
by chucking stuff. He expects it every time we sit here now.
I know.
Can you get back onto it?
I'm looking for the fucking premiere, you said. I don't know what time it is. Where the fuck is it? There, 6 o'clock.
So yeah, 6 o'clock for Torbs, and
No!
I'll see who else has got a premiere and try not to. Oh, go on, Joe.
Where's Bella?
Sandra.
Where is she?
Go find her. Go find her.
What how long he's done all that? No, it's 8. What a fat twat. Well, since I've been up. Fucking treat after treat. No wonder you're a fat twat, you, Buster.
When I went upstairs, he went to jump
Straight
in.
to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then he was gutted that I came back downstairs.
Here comes the other one. Where is she? Find her.
Are you gorgeous girl?
Oh, Buster. Have you got a decent like that?
I want some, is that on there?
No, I've got no that's it.
So what's everyone's plans for the day then? While we wait for people to come in. Oh, shattered me. That's what I forgot.
What?
Oh, yeah,
You are?
my medication. I'll go and grab it now. Maybe I'll get it, all right.
I'm fucking knackered, mate.
I know there was things getting discussed that you're not supposed to discuss on Facebook, so we thought it'd be best to.
Back in the 1940s, where the Orwell went mad, Hitler was everything that he had. If you want a cathedral, we've got one to spare in Liverpool. Why do they say that? If you want a cathedral, we've got one to spare.
Because there's two.
Because we're the only city to have 2 cathedrals, and that's why we've got one to spare. And if you want a cathedral, we've got one to spare in Liverpool.
I think it's because he's not long woke up.
I've only just been up since 9:30, Monday. I usually wake up full of beans, mate. I don't anymore. I haven't done for a long time.
I need my eyes testing again, to be fair. I'm well overdue.
Also in about eyes.
I have to get Chris's glasses.
I need. Yeah, he's done me. And my eyes. With stress, headaches, automatic negative thoughts, headaches. What was my bad? Automatic negative thoughts, mate. Don't even know I'm having negative thoughts. How do you? What's going on? Some doctor, you. No, I said, when one? No, that's what I should have said to him. When some doctor, you. I said, when how did. Fuck off, mate. I said, I don't even know I'm having negative thoughts when I'm fucking in the car driving. Fucking
Yeah.
happens.
It usually takes him like 3 cups of coffee and like about an hour to come round, Amanda. This is just Darren on a morning.
Asshole.
It's the truth.
I didn't use to be, did I? I used to get out of bed and sing 2 Polly Park girls go round the outside, round the outside. And that right up I was in. Fucking hell, man.
But yeah, you usually round about the 3rd coffee, and after about an hour he starts coming round a bit. Get this every morning.
I'm only taking them fucking omeprazole, you know.
Yeah, but that's maybe what she means.
I don't think I took one yesterday.
Because is it Amanda that takes
Chris.
Chris that takes the omeprazole, and it takes Zen hours to come round as well. So it could have something to do with that. Because you never know.
Well, I'm not taking them no more then.
But you need to. Better than being sick.
I'm not taking them. I'm fucking not taking them anyway. I'm fucking poisoning my body. Oh, man.
What you're better off doing is stop falling asleep on the sofa.
I know, I said that, didn't I?
Going to bed at a reasonable time and getting up at a reasonable time.
Yeah, and stop them medications, man. Fucking sick of taking fucking poison, man. Doctor. Know what I
But
mean?
if it helps you,
Getting in your tenner. Poison myself. Fuck off. Yeah, I am.
Darren, mind your neck in.
I'm not saying them no more, you know. You know I won't.
To be fair, he was in a good routine getting up when I got up and that. But the past couple of nights, he decided to watch the telly.
I don't even watch it. I put it on and think, oh, this is good, and then fucking fall asleep.
Then falls asleep on the sofa, wakes up in the middle of the night, morning aid, and then
I woke up 6 o'clock this morning, about 10. No, I woke up 2 o'clock. I thought I went and had some biscuits, man, that's why. And I thought, you know what, I can't go back to bed now. I can't go to bed. So I thought, I'll watch telly again. And fucking woke up at 6 o'clock. What shit.
but he'll come round. You'll see him come round as we go along. Guaranteed. So March the 22nd, being honest inside. All the answers we will ever need are available to us.
All about answers. I thought
Yeah.
you said actors.
All the answers we will ever need are available to us, even though they seem to come from outside us. Though other people, the answers are already inside us. We need only to recognise them when they emerge. Something inside us hears the truth, and for a long time we pretend that we don't notice it. But then one day we decide to get honest about how we really feel. At that point, we gain a bit of freedom. We begin to make progress when we become honest with ourselves about how we really feel. Our higher power can help us, but only if we present ourselves with humble honesty. Am I honest with myself about how I really feel inside? And I think that's important because we can all wear them masks, can't we? And say, yeah, we're fine. When, for me, it was really important to acknowledge my vulnerabilities, especially when things were at the worst. And, I had to acknowledge and be, not just be honest with myself, but be honest with those around me about how I was really feeling and what was really going on. And for me, that was hard because I had all that going on in my head. Well, I should know better. I work with people who deal with this stuff. I advise people on what works and blah, blah, blah. All these should have and shouldn't. And, and I put a lot of pressure on myself and tried to mask what was really going on for me. But it's when I finally decided to say, I'm struggling, I think I need some help with my mental health. that it freed me up a little bit to have them honest and open conversations with people, you know, and to admit my vulnerabilities and to admit that I'm human, you know, and just because I've got this knowledge and experience of working with people with substance misuse and mental health, it doesn't mean that I can't be affected by it, you know, because I'm human. And that is quite liberating, you know, even though it was still a struggle, you know, the fact that I could be honest with people, you know, and people around me probably seen that I was struggling before I actually had the gut, well, not the guts, but before I actually acknowledged it myself, because I think you do try and put the masks on and hide from them feelings. Over to you.
The principle of self-support. In our addiction, we were dependent upon people, places, and things. We looked to them to support us and supply the things we found lacking in ourselves. In the animal kingdom, there is a creature that thrives on others. It's called a leech. Oh, I've read this before. I haven't read them all before. Where was it? It's called a leech. It attaches itself to people and takes what it needs. When one victim brushes the leech off, it simply goes to the next. In our active addiction, we behaved in a similar way. We drained our families, our friends, and our communities. Consciously or unconsciously, we sought to get something for nothing from virtually everyone we encountered. When we saw the basket passed at our first meeting, we may have thought, self-support? Now, what kind of odd notion is this? As we watched, we noticed something. These self-supporting addicts were free. By paying their own way, they had earned the privilege of making their own decisions. By applying the principle of self-support in our personal lives, we gain for ourselves the same kind of freedom. No longer does anyone have the right to tell us where to live because we pay our own rent. We can eat, wear, or drive whatever we choose because we provide it for ourselves. Unlike the leech, we don't have to depend on others for our
Sustenance.
The more responsibility we assume, the more freedom we gain. What's that?
Assume.
The more responsibility we assume, the more freedom we'll gain. Just for today, there are no limits to the freedom I can earn by supporting myself. I will accept personal responsibility and pay my own way today. Yeah, man.
Hiya, Michael. Good to see you.
Oi, Michael.
So, I've got this little handout here, and it's addictively dangerous yet legal drugs. And I thought this might be a good one because there are a lot of legal drugs out there that you don't necessarily realise.
Class C.
So the first one is anabolic steroids. Class C drugs. Some people take
They're fucking illegal. You can't have them.
No, they're legal. You can buy them.
Okay. Go on then. I'm listening.
I think it's illegal. Yeah, it's legal to own but illegal to sell.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's changed. Some people take anabolic steroids to help build muscles or to try and look more manly. Other people take them to improve how they perform at sports, such as sprinting and cycling. Taking anabolic steroids does involve risks. There's harm you can do to your own body and health, but also because anabolic steroids can make you feel paranoid, aggressive, and violent for no reason. It's not that unusual for anabolic steroid users to lash out and attack family and friends. So,
Oi, Ralphie
hi,
lad.
Ralphie lad. And a lot of people call that roid rage, don't they?
Yeah.
But on the flip side, steroids can be useful at times. Because I know when my sister had cancer, when she was on a course of steroids, it really did help. And same, I've known people with Crohn's disease, when they were on steroids, it helped Rocky. The steroids did him the world of good, and they were prescribed by vets and GPs. The next one, benzodiazepines. So this is like your Valium and lorazepam, Xanax. So benzodiazepines act as a sedative, slowing down the body's functions. They are used for both sleeping problems and anxiety. The class C drugs, common tranquilizer and sleeping pills found by the genetic names Valium, diazepam, Ativan, lorazepam, Xanax, alprazolam, Klonopin or Rivotril, clonazepam, and temazepam. They have some mad names, these medical things, don't they? The irony of tranquilizers is that they're prescribed for anxiety and sleep, but the longer you take them, the more they increase your anxiety and disturb your sleep. So, yeah. And benzodiazepines, I think it's important to say, are
highly addictive.
Yeah, they are highly addictive. And if you do get addicted to them and dependent on them, it's the only other drug, like alcohol, that can be fatal when you're coming off them.
I've seen people fucking hell, man. I've seen people detox off them Valium, man. And when I was in detox centre, fuck me, mate.
So yeah,
Off it.
If you are prescribed any kind of benzodiazepines, and
but in a controlled way, isn't it? When we're detoxing in a detox centre.
But like, if your GP does prescribe you them and you do want to come off them, it's important to do it gradually, not just stop. Because I
just stopped my medication, not diazes.
That's what I mean. Like, there's only two things that can be fatal when you're detoxing, and that's alcohol and benzodiazepines. And surprise, surprise, are both legal. Obviously, it's illegal to buy them offline, blah, 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 blah.
You've got to watch what you're doing buying diazes, any kind of fucking tablets off the streets now.
I know.
The amount of people who's died around here lately, like in the last year and that.
But, I do think it's
sad.
It's important to mention that just stopping them can be fatal.
Two good kids, man. Fucking one died. When he died, it was near Christmas time, I think. It was near Christmas, man. Not just gone the Christmas before, I think. Brother died. And then he fucking died, and he had this funeral, man. You know what I mean? Mama, fucking thing we got at bloody Darren and Paul.
So the next one, nicotine, which is a psychoactive drug commonly found in all tobacco products. One of the chemicals is nicotine, which gives smokers their hit, but is also highly addictive. This means it can be hard to quit smoking even if you want to. And I think anybody who's ever smoked kind of knows how hard that is. And it is highly addictive, and we all know the dangers associated with nicotine as well, because there is a lot of chemicals.
Oh, you got to say.
But for me personally, it's probably the hardest thing that I've ever tried to quit, and the easiest thing to go back to.
I'm going to check it out soon, aren't we? With your new squeaker.
I've managed to give up everything else.
Boo.
And I keep trying with nicotine, but
good girl, I love you. Sorry, babe.
But it
Bella,
is.
man.
I know, but
She's come to see me. Look. Ah, she's fucked off.
But yeah, I keep trying, and I gave up for a few months one time, but again,
You
went
couldn't
back
do it
to
again, no, could you?
maybe one day.
So,
Mm. Morning, local.
more than local. I need to go to the fucking local shop and spend some more money that we haven't fucking got. There you go.
You need to get locked in the frigging shed.
What you talking about, Chris?
Yeah.
Start talking kinky on eBay. It's no good.
Talk to the frigging spiders.
I'm scared of spiders, you know that?
Well, that's why I said you can talk to him, you muppet.
Okay.
Instead of disrupting everything all the
The
time.
fucking fella come to see me. I can't just ignore Balbo.
So disruptive.
Sorry, I'll behave now.
So prescription.
Especially the cheap no with there. Ralphie's there is right as well. I won't smoke it, mate. Won't smoke that, man. Fuck that. I watched the program on it, man. Fucking hell, man. Where they were fucking making them pouches. I don't know if it was when I was with you, babe, you know, but I watched it. I fucking watched it. Ruthless. Don't want to be smoking that fucking shit unless you bring it yourself and got it out of a proper shop. Then we do, don't we,
Yeah.
when we come up all that.
If you buy it from the proper duty free where it's been properly tested and stuff, but we won't buy cheap stuff.
No way, man. Like, I'm asthmatic. It used to make me fucking ill after a couple of days. I won't smoke it, man. No way.
When you first got me, I don't think you really noticed because you were buying the cheap stuff, weren't you? You were.
I wasn't.
You
When?
were when we very first got
I was
together.
going to the shop, babe, right? I tell you what I was doing. I was going to the shop, I was buying 50 gram of unbelief, right? I swear down on your life. And it lasted me a fortnight. A 50 gram of pouch of unbelief, a fortnight. I don't know why you always say that. I don't know where you get that
Because I
from.
remember seeing the frigging packet,
Well, someone might have been on holiday and brought me one back
and I
then.
says, "No, I don't smoke the cheap stuff."
Amber grief. I know, Michael, you don't want to, you know, mate. I know it's fucking 30 quid a pouch for 50 gram now, more or less, isn't it? 29 quid.
So the
29 pounds on it.
the next one is opioids.
Opiates.
Prescription painkillers are powerful drugs that interfere with the nervous system. The nervous system's transmission of the nerve signals we perceive as pain. Most
Bella, leave him now! He sat there fucking, and she sat there fucking stood beside him thinking she's a giraffe with that big fucking long neck of yours. Leave him! You sunbathing man, what's the matter with you?
most painkillers. Oh,
She's looking at the door thinking, looking now, looking for the window. I'm watching you here, mate. I'm not coming out there. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Watching me. Sorry, guys. Bella's a fucking asshole. She's got some character, Bella, and she admit it. Tell the truth. I know, and I get you. I get you. Why not just buy one, Michael, right, and try and cut down, mate? Win-win. Before you started work, anyway.
He'll be
Sorry.
waiting for his DBS and everything, won't he?
Oh, yeah.
So prescription painkillers are powerful drugs that interfere with the nervous system's transmission of the nerve signals we perceive as pain. Most painkillers also stimulate portions of the brain associated with pleasure. Thus, in addition to blocking the pain, they produce a high. And the most powerful prescription painkillers are called opioids, which are opium-like compounds. They are manufactured to react on the nervous system in the same way as drugs derived from the opium poppy, which is heroin. The most commonly abused opioid painkillers include oxycodone, hydrocodone, methamphetamine, hydromorphine, and proproxene. I've heard of that last one. So yeah, again, and I think a lot of people, hey, Uncle JJ.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realise that when the doctor prescribes you an opioid painkiller, that it's actually in the same family as heroin. You know, I've come across loads of people who get addicted to painkillers, what the doctors prescribed, and end up using illicitly on top.
I know people who prescribe painkillers and end up on a methadone script, man.
That's where I was getting, and they're horrified, you know, when they come to get help, that they need to be put on a methadone prescription to be weaned off, because they had no idea it was in the same family as heroin. You know,
Codeine, yeah. It's opiate, that, my mate. Codeine.
and you know, I get that. Again, they can be.
Yeah, I know. They are. People do need them, don't
Yeah,
they?
and that's what we're saying. But it's important to be aware of the risks if you misuse your prescription and stuff as well. You know, because a lot of people, because you do get that bit of a high, and it does like linking with the pleasure receptors as well as blocking out the pain. It's important to have that awareness so you don't start misusing them and end up, you know, buying illicitly on top of your prescribed medication. You know, and every medication that you get prescribed by a GP can be useful as well. This is just...
Do you know what? Can I just pick up on what Michael said there? After you finished.
But yeah, I think this is more for awareness, Uncle JJ. We're not telling anybody to stop taking the prescribed medication, because they do have the uses, just like when we were discussing steroids.
Oh.
That there is some useful things that steroids can be used for. Now, your inhaler that's a steroid, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, the pink one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've stopped taking it.
No, but
I'm fucking stopped taking it now.
And when Rocky had cancer, when he got prescribed the steroids, it reduced all his tumours right down, and he could move about more, and it gave him a hell of an appetite, but we probably wouldn't have had as long with him being healthy if it wasn't for the steroids. So
he was lovely, Rocky,
you know, when I had my operation, I got prescribed opioids. You know, but it's important that, you know, you're honest with yourself about when you take them, and, you know, that you're not misusing them or abusing them, and, you know.
I want to talk about Andy W. Man. I want to see his dog. Man, you said he's brought up. But you all the dogs, man. I'm going to watch that bit. I'm going to watch that in a bit. Yeah, so people coming out of prison, right? So, very first time in cons. So, first time in like 21 and older. I've ended up on drug-free wing. House Block 5 it was then. 96. And I was padded up with Billy Skipper. He lives in Borough now, Billy Skipper. He's from Stockton originally. The geezer with a visa. So he used to do credit card fraud a lot, and that's what he used to be called, the geezer with a visa. And like, he used to say to me, "What you doing, man? Fucking sort yourself out when you get out. Fucking here, man. And don't be going on that game no more." And I generally thought I wouldn't. No, I was only out. No, I was fucked. Okay, lied. Anyway, man, I fucking went back in a couple of times. I don't know, man. I've been in loads of times since. And I seen him in the methadone queue. I was like, "What you fucking doing?" In the methadone queue. And now he's fucked now. Now he's fucked, Michael, on the gear out here. Do you know what I mean? And he used to tell me off. Or tried to tell me off. The geezer with a visa. He was funny, Billy.
And I do think it's important to say as well, codeine is a Class B Schedule 2 drug, but if it's prepared for injection...
Do you know him? Do you know him, Michael? Billy Skipper?
But if prepared for injection, it becomes a Class A substance.
Say that again.
Codeine is a Class B Schedule 2 drug. If prepared for injection, it becomes a Class A substance.
Oh, right. Okay. It's like magic rock mushrooms. They're not illegal. But once you start boiling them, they're illegal. Motherfuckers. I got pulled with a big bag on the way home from Great Ayton. Well, past Great Ayton. It used to go every year. 5 o'clock in the morning. Fucking daft as a brush, chasing rabbits.
So the next one is solvents. Gases, glues, and aerosols produce a similar effect to alcohol. So mixing them together can have serious consequences. A wide range of glues, gases, and aerosols contain volatile substances which, when breathed in or sniffed, you get high. Breathing in a volatile substance can make you feel uninhibited, euphoric, and dizzy, but the effect they have on your heart can cause death, even if it's your first time, known as sudden sniffing death. Abusing glues, gases,
I
and
know a lad who died
aerosols.
off Tip-X for isn't there? Tip-X.
Abusing glues, gases, and aerosols is sometimes called volatile substance abuse or volatile substance misuse.
What's Amanda on about?
I know, yeah. I do have quite a bit of experience. When my substance use first started, I did get quite bad on solvents and tins of gas and aerosol, whatever I could get my hands on, really, just to take me out of myself. And it was also something I could do in my bedroom, and just to stop the way I feel. And at one point I did get really, really bad on it when I was around 14-year-old. And I didn't know any of the risks. A couple of my mates were doing it, so I thought, I'll give it a go. Next thing you know, I went running headlong with it, because it was something I could always get hold of,
Amazon.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you. No, I can't say on it yet. I'll tell you a few things about Amazon.
So yeah, it's
all good for you. I'll tell you loads of stuff about Amazon.
Yeah, I get that, and as I say, the medications and that do have the place, but it's just about giving people that awareness that, it is dangerous to misuse them as well.
No, not a day, JJ. Never say never. I'll never say never, mate. Look, that all them nevers I've said I've done.
This next one might shock you. Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Who knew?
Who knew?
Mel knew.
Nutmeg.
Have you ever done them up? No, we won't talk about that anyway. Oh, no, that's the cinnamon anyway. On Paul.
Nutmeg is also classified as a legal drug. According to the United Nations, nutmeg is commonly used in cooking. However, when raw, the seed contains elmacin and mysterin, which are both considered potent psychoactive chemicals.
Oh, fuck that. I don't like none of that shit.
Who knew?
Never sniff a nutmeg.
So yeah, nutmeg.
This next one is a fucking dangerous drug in itself.
Alcohol.
Class A. Come on.
So alcohol is classified as a legal depressant. Such beverages contain the psychoactive drug ethanol, which imposes a depressant effect on the user. Alcohol deemed as a legal drug throughout the majority of the world, except some Muslim countries. Although the use and possession of the legal drug is restricted, and I think it's important that we do talk about the dangers of alcohol. You know, morning tyrant, it affects
Oi, oi.
every part of your body, from the tip of your head to the bottom of your toes. You know, a lot of people concentrate on the liver with alcohol, but there is so much more that gets affected. You know, you can get Korsakoff syndrome, which is wet brain, like alcohol-induced dementia. You can get neuropathy. It can damage your liver, your kidneys, your heart, you know, everything, your teeth. It affects every single part of your body.
Do you want fresh coffee?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
I'm not smoke with me.
It's okay. But I think,
Can you make the smoke when you got time? I'll do the smoke as well when I come back up to the
I think the issue with alcohol and reclassifying it or making it illegal is it's so easy to make. And that's what happened in Prohibition in America. You know, there was more alcoholics in the Prohibition era than there were normally, because the alcohol that they were making, the moonshine, wasn't regulated. It was a lot stronger than what people were used to.
gorgeous show. Just looking up at your gorgeous show. Inside and out.
And, you know, it becomes unregulated and stronger, and, you know, and I know people who, when they were in jail, made their own like moonshine, and it caused them a lot of damage, you know, how they did it, how they drank it, and a lot of physical damage. And I think that's why they can't make it illegal, because, you know, the problems would end up being worse than they are already. I do think there is more that can be done. You know, if I think back to when I was a kid, pubs weren't open all day, you know, for a start. There was only certain shops where you could buy alcohol, and you couldn't buy it until after a certain time. All that's changed now. See you later, Michael.
See you later, Mick.
So the next one. This is one that I should maybe listen to. Caffeine, which is a mouth stimulant most commonly in soft drinks, coffee and tea. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant of the methylaxane class. It's the world's most widely consumed psychoactive drug. Unlike many other psychoactive substances, it's legal, unregulated in nearly all parts of the world. There are several known mechanisms of action to explain the effects of caffeine. The most prominent is that it reversibly blocks the action of adenosine on the receptor and consequently prevents the onset of drowsiness induced by adenosine. Caffeine also stimulates certain portions of the autonomic nervous system.
Oh, I'm not drinking it no more.
So yeah, interesting. So, and it says there's a little graph here, the amount of caffeine per cup, and this might shock a lot of people. So decaf coffee actually has 3 milligrams of caffeine in. So when you're buying decaf, it's not actually caffeine free. Hot chocolate, a lot of people drink that before bed, actually has 19 milligrams of caffeine. Green tea has 20 milligrams of caffeine. Can of Coke has 40 milligrams. Energy drinks has 80 milligrams. Sorry, the rating's like
The writing's on the wall. What's the back
Then a
of it?
freshly brewed coffee. So your filter coffee can have up to 95 milligrams of caffeine in,
Oh yeah.
and that's why you say it puts you on the moon.
That Blue Mountain doesn't.
You know, I think
it
it will.
$25 a cup in Japan. Was it Japan? I said, or China? $25 for a cup. Little cup as well. Of Jamaican fucking Blue Mountain coffee. It is lovely, like. Oh, babe, do me a favour.
What?
When you empty that ashtray, why I make it? I tell you what do you want to do? Empty that or make these? I'll make these. Oh no. Oh no. Nothing to do with you. Energy drinks are brutal, mate. I don't like them, mate.
So yeah, I found that quite interesting anyway. But just to give people some awareness of things that we come across in everyday life that can be damaging if misused. So yeah, we can open it up for a chit chat now if you want. Do you want me to do them while you open it up?
I haven't even said no, Amanda.
You please?
I can't even do it this morning. Oh no. I've been what?
Very disruptive all morning.
Have I fuck up Saturday is fucking been Eve?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were putting the link out.
I didn't know.
I've just told you to.
We didn't even do gratitude.
Well, do your gratitude then.
Right. No, man. Should we just say gratitude?
I'll do your gratitude.
Also. So today I'm grateful that we got home safe. After Cleveland Police went a little bit brutal on us. Well, mate. I should have tried to keep calm. Being calm doesn't fucking
Right.
come.
You're turning your gratitude negative. Gratitudeless means gratitude.
Gratitudeless means gratitude. Okay, I'm grateful that I got home safe. I'm grateful that the sun's starting to shine nice, bright. I'm grateful for, I was going to say coffee, but I can't say fucking coffee now you said that. I'm grateful for the good people in the community. I'm also grateful for the bad people in the community, the idiots, do you know what I mean? Because I've just been sat there thinking, you know, do you know what? I'm in a better place since I stopped doing them labs, mate. And I'm grateful for the food, man. When I eat. I'm grateful for I'm grateful for the fellowships of Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, and Cocaine Anonymous, and Gamblers Anonymous, and every fucking thing else anonymous, because it brought a solution to my problem. So I'm grateful for all of them. Where years ago, I just said I'm only grateful for NA, but I'm grateful for all them 12-step fellowships because there's a solution to my problem.
Hit round the head with a frying pan.
I want to get the basic text out.
Okay. I hope it all goes well, Uncle JJ.
What's JJ? Okay, JJ. JJ's got the probation wrapped around his finger, man.
So my gratitude. Grateful that the sun's shining. I'm grateful for the dogs. I'm grateful for the breakfast I had yesterday because I haven't had a nice breakfast out in a
Couldn't
cafe.
even eat it all, could we?
And it was beautiful.
It was the best breakfast we've had for ages, that.
Like usually when we go out for a breakfast, we're so disappointed, but that was gorgeous.
It was like, wasn't it? It was fucking expensive, though. £6.
Grateful for the bus tickets that you can get.
Because it saves you a lot of money.
Yeah, the day trippers. I'm grateful that I'm up and about and planning things rather than sat there miserable, feeling sorry for myself, which,
Go on.
you know, it could have gone either way, let's
God,
face
you
it. I'm grateful for all the lovely support and positive feedback I keep getting off this community, because it really does blow me away. And I'm just grateful that I have the ability to sit and reflect and try and be a good person today.
Respect, JJ. Console, what console?
Oh, I'm glad your leg's feeling okay today. What books are you reading?
Oh, wait, Trin, what you grateful for? I've never seen a Trinidad and Tobago gratitude list, man. Xbox Series S, go on, mate.
Is that the one you used to have, or was it a one that you used to have?
I had a 1S. Don't even know why I once sold it. But now I've got PlayStation 5. I haven't played on that in a couple of days. But I've got loads to do in here today. Loads to do. Upstairs, downstairs. The basement. Got to do some tidying up, mate.
Right. See, I like autobiographies. I get right into them. Like A Child Called It, and it's really sad but really interesting how he overcome all that stuff. Tell you where you should try Mr. Beautiful Blues if you ever want one in the future, Curry's, but don't go to the computer bit, go to the business part of the shop. That's how we got ours, wasn't it? There was none on the shelves. None of the people who worked in the computer section knew that they had any.
No, but one bloke did say, I'll see if I can get you one. He come back with this bloke who was sat in the customer
Business department.
The business department. They had 500, I think. Was it 500, he said? Or 300? That went in store. We didn't walk out with it. It got delivered.
300.
300. But you couldn't pay, you'd have to pay like fucking, you couldn't get it on credit, could you? You had to pay cash. Obviously, you could pay with your bank card, but you couldn't pay it on a, I wonder why you couldn't put it on a fucking credit card. Not that I wanted to, like, but I wonder why.
Got you, Amanda.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Anybody else with any more gratitude?
I did mine in the chat out. How
Oh,
we
did
doing
you?
anyway? We all right?
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
laughing.
Graham.
We don't seem to be
Go on,
laughing
Graham.
this morning.
I
Look
just
at
woke
miserable as fuck.
I just woke up. I'd only been up, fucking not even, what, just about 40 minutes. I'd just opened my eyes, my pretty little eyes.
I told you you'd start seeing come round the more coffee you drank.
Well,
I've seen that advert up with Tango with Orange Man. I'm going to have to come and do that to you.
Tango, it's
You've been terminated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I think what they did with the Beautiful Blues with them, you could register if you wanted one, and then there was a lot of people not buying them if they got picked.
Yeah, I shot myself in foot. My son didn't say till last minute that he wanted one.
did you get one?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you the story. I normally pre-order, but I didn't. And he said last minute, like beginning of December, he wanted one when they first come out. And I was like, shit. So I kept going at shops all round. are on all these bloody sites telling me where they got them in stores and that. Going, didn't get any, and then I were on this site and somebody posted local to me that they'd been to like a, you know, when they have them in like certain like Sainsbury's or something, they're only little, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I rang up there, and luckily they were getting a delivery that day.
Oh,
And
I
he
think
told
you've
me,
told me. Yeah.
he told me to ring back at 2:00. So I rang back and said we'd got one, and he booked me down for it, gave me a code, and then I had to collect it. And it texted me at like 5:00 to fetch it. So like 5:10, I was there and picked it up.
Yeah. We
But-
couldn't walk out the shop with ours. I was had to get delivered. So he was
Yeah.
saying they weren't actually in that shop or wherever. But when we walked in, there was like fucking boxes. They had boxes upon boxes on
Yeah.
display. Do you know
They
what I
did
mean? It
the
was like,
same around here.
and I said, well, why have you got fucking? He said, "Cause get on this one." He said, "Because PlayStation are fucking paying us to have them all." You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I said,
PlayStation
that-
and Xbox.
the
Yeah,
fuckers.
all these boxes and fuck all in them. And everybody
Yeah.
was doing in one, and then they ain't got none. In
I
fact,
know.
but I think a lot of them were on that, you know, that ship that was held. I think a lot of them were on that, what I was told. It got
that again,
stuck in it. That ship, it got stuck in it.
Suez Canal.
Suez
Alright.
Canal. It got stuck in it, and then they wanted so much money compensation because they blocked the whole canal off and nobody could go up and down.
Right.
Allegedly, anyway.
Mm.
So yeah, but then obviously, you know, this thing hit, didn't it? You know, this virus thing, you know, and people weren't getting them.
Yeah. So when I was talking to the bloke in the shop, he was saying there's a chip inside the PS5 that they can't get. That's why they're fucking scarce.
Alright. But the thing is, as well, people were getting them from stores, and putting them on for load more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
You know, they're on eBay, bloody Facebook, whatever, for loads, loads more money.
Yeah, for stupid, like 3 times the fucking price.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Do you know what I mean? To be honest with you, everybody uses the thing.
It's crazy.
See what it is. I do. I do. I do.
He's got a
agree.
PC, you see, he's got a gaming PC. Everything he wants to do is on there. But
Mm,
again, Xbox and PC, like, you can use the Game Pass, and the games you can also play on PC, so he does them on there.
see, I get why people done that. I get why people done that, man. It's a money maker. Do you know what I mean? It's called using your head, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really. Where there's a demand, where's the demand? There's a fucking chance to
Yeah,
make
but then
money.
it's people like that who do stuff like that. Who've usually people who've got a lot of like spare money,
Mm.
and that causes people who may be on a low income not being able to afford.
I know, and that's why I know, because I
present.
was like that. But I can see the fucking the thought pattern. You know what I mean?
But it's just the
Everyone
rich
needs-
people, the rich
Everyone
people
needs to
get-
make money, babe. At the end of the day, everyone
Yeah,
needs to put
but
that
the
bread and
people
butter on the
The
table.
people who do that are the people who've got loads of disposable income who don't need the
Well,
money.
what if it
anyway.
was someone who just got, I don't know, had a little win on the horses, really hasn't got fucking no money, and thought what it is, I can make more. Do you know what I mean?
But that's not usually the case with things like that.
I know, I get that.
You know, and when you're a parent and that's all your kid wants for Christmas, you really want to get him it. And like so many parents,
I know, and that was the bad part about it at the time of the year, and that wasn't it. But I don't know.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel for them people. Do you know what I mean? I really do.
I do in a way as well. Well,
I
not in a
remember-
way. Full stop for the Manda, but
Like our neighbour next door, she got quite a few kids and not a lot of money. And, you know, like one year, Chris made like a bike out of 2, you know, and gave it to him for her to
Yeah.
give him for Christmas. And
oh, come on,
what else did we
respect.
give him? Oh, a Dreamcast and all, you know, when they came out. They were quite popular.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast console. And then we get him an Xbox and all.
It is nice to be nice. Like,
Well, thing
That
is,
don't-
like, you know, we got sort of 2 of them. We didn't need 2, so I gave one to him. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously both my girls, there's 10.5 months between them. So usually what they wanted were very similar until they got sort of older,
Yeah.
you know, and then it got like expensive, you know, like one of them wanted a pair of Timberland boots, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then worn them twice and then didn't bother after that.
I've still got a pair of Timberland boots there, man. I'm fucking what, 5-6 years ago? Still fucking in good nick. But saying that, I've been driving, that's why.
Yeah, well, it scratches back on them, doesn't it? It rubs on back on them when you drive.
So what we were gonna do a long time ago is we were gonna start doing like little goodie bags.
Could be there for 12. Right.
Ah,
Lost a friend last night.
Yeah, a friend of ours passed away last night. Oh, bless him.
oh, my dad gets married today, 22nd. Am I going? Fucking hell. Hello. What do you say? Hello, the mental institution when you answer your phone. Amanda.
Hello, mental institution. How can I help you?
Chris is just having his tablets. Can you phone back?
No, there's no tablets today, pal. I've eaten them all. Oh no, no straight jackets either. We're out of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chris is tied up in them. The bumblebees are out, you know. I seen bumblebee yesterday. I could see one flying about in the garden now. I remember when I got fucking stung by one when I was a kid, a bumblebee. You used to collect them in a jar, coffee jar, put the holes in, collect them, and then I fucking let them go, man. And one flew up my sleeve and stung me, man.
I'm not surprised if you're keeping them in a jar.
Well, I was only a kid, Mel. Fucking hell. It wasn't like fucking 6 months ago.
You never know with you.
Move it.
Morning, Neil.
Morning.
Hope you're well.
Yeah, Mr. Beautiful Blues. I went to this like fucking place and we stayed there. And at Monk's, what was it called? That monk place where I went, Mel, I've told you about it.
Not Mount Grace. Ampleforth.
Ampleforth, went Ampleforth, right? And
It's
it's
a beautiful place to go and
it's
visit.
beautiful. We stayed there and we had fucking, I took straight Valium with me, vodka and all that, man. And we were sat in the grounds, man, and we were session. And we were obviously, the more you drink, the louder you go. And this monk come out, they can't talk after 6 o'clock, and he fucking kicked off. And one of the lads, God bless him, one of the lads told him which fucking building we were in. I said, what's he doing that, man? Fucking telling him we're staying in there over there. You should have told him to fucking knock it over, yeah? He was fuming. Fucking hell, mate, just because you can't talk after 6 o'clock doesn't mean we can't. Mad. Well, it was a beautiful place, that Ampleforth. And does that wooden furniture that has the mouses on? It's fucking worth for any amount of money. All the fucking benches and that, man. Fucking hell, there was loads. Come out and kicked off this monk. And I even had the bright idea. So I was going to see if I could join. Okay, now. Said to Alan Davies, man, should we join? We'll join, man. We'll be monks. I couldn't do that, man. That's what I'm too much discipline, that kind of shit.
You couldn't keep your gob shut for that long.
Fucking I can't talk after 6 o'clock. I wonder what all that's about. Can't fucking talk after 6 p.m, man. Move back. I mean, I'm very shy and don't say much anyway, but fuck me. Listen, here's a serious question here, right? You know, like, you've been seeing my content on the top channel and all that, and I get quite assertive, should we say. I get quite assertive. Do you think I should calm it down, cool down the temper, cool down your pace, man, little woman? Said Gregory Isaacs.
Simmer down.
Simmer down. Do you think I should simmer down my approach? Guys, 1 in the chat for yes and 2 in the chat for no. 1, I should calm down. 2, I shouldn't calm down. I should just be me. Calm down, simmer down.
Put the chat back on then.
I know, but sometimes I think I'm too assertive. I tried. Well, I did say, well, if we go to the police station, I'll take. But fucking hell, man, how could I yesterday? I don't know where the fuck back in him, mate.
Oh, Uncle JJ's here.
He's not. He is. He is. Put your camera on. Put your camera on, JJ, so I can see ya. Put your camera on, mate.
Behave you.
Oh, what are you doing? Did I just hear a little thing, like, as soon as I turned my thing on, and did I hear someone say, sometimes I'm too assertive?
Yeah.
You don't even know the meaning of the word assertive. You're nuts.
So I'm saying, should I calm down on the audits?
I'm saying you should just be you are, because I think you're smashing it. I think you're doing all right. But yeah, calm down a little bit, because you're going to push it too far one day, get yourself nicked. I don't want that. You don't need no more nickings until you get all these cases over with. Yeah, so be a little bit calmer till the cases are over. Don't push the boundary.
To be fair, JJ, I do stay within the law, within the boundaries of the law.
Well, sometimes you push it. Well, if I was a copper and I dealt with you, you'd been nicked left, right, and centre and beat up in the back, the lot.
I know, but JJ, what is?
And you know you'd do that if you was not. But I love it, and a lot of people love it. And if I wasn't a friend that loved you with all my heart, I would sit here and tell lies and say, "Go on, crack on," wouldn't I? I think you should calm down a little bit, but I still think you're doing all right, brother. I think you're doing well. And I think you two together are going to be absolutely one. Look at the size of that bee. Look. Nice little bee. I like you. Leave me be.
I've just seen the bees are back out. I seen them yesterday and today. I've just seen one in the garden.
They're everywhere, aren't they, lately?
Yeah, we
That's
need
a good
bees.
thing, though. You want them to be everywhere, because without them, we're brown bread. We depend on them.
Exactly.
It's mad, isn't it?
We need some of them bees.
Yeah, we depend on bees, man. Without bees, nothing would be pollinated, and we'd all starve to death.
Exactly.
So lovely little bees. I fed one the other day. I found it in my garden. It was dying, so I got a bit of sugar water. I put it near it, and it did. It drank it and flew away.
Did it? Go on, JJ.
Yeah, really, honestly, a little bit of sugar water. And I'm getting really good because I'm terrified of spiders, and I found a spider right in my front room the other night, and I got a bit of tissue. I picked it up and took it to the garden. Normally that would be squished, but I'm getting all guilty lately about killing things. So no more killing, even insects, nothing.
Well, I just suck it up over, JJ. Don't matter what time it is, I'm straight in there with Dustbuster.
I catch the spiders and put them out like what? I did used to kill them.
I did. The thing is, I couldn't go near them. That's why I'm terrified of them. So the fly squatter, I used to squat them. If they frighten the life out of me, the bloody things, I'd face a man with a shotgun rather than a spider. I swear to God, them spiders, man. All I see is this big black hairy thing with German built boots on, a big German helmet, and a Kalashnikov in its hand. You know, that's what I see when I look at a spider.
Yeah.
No, I see knife and fork, mate. Them knives and forks looking at you.
Horrible thing.
No, if I'm in on my own, it gets sucked up the Hoover. If Torbs is in, I'll be like, Darren, save me.
Well, put it this way: if I used to be in with my missus, I used to grab my missus and throw her in front of it.
Yeah.
I just grab her and say, "You get that skunk? How scared you are? I'm more scared. Get that thing away from me."
My new dog actually catches spiders and eats them. You see legs hanging out of her mouth, vile creature.
I had a beautiful little mouse once when I lived in this bedsit, yeah. And every time a spider came, this little mouse would run out and eat it. I loved that mouse. I used to feed it cheese and everything. Beautiful little mouse. I let it stay. It protected me from the big evil spiders, man. All right, I'm at the bus stop. I'm waiting for my bus. I've got your trusty trolley. My trusty trolley that'll get me dog food in.
I could do with one of them actually.
Listen, I found that and I rejuvenated it. I've got a load of masking tape. I've got a load of tape, see it? And I've taped it up. And that's been in good use. Been using that the last couple of years, all taped up. Saves you 30 quid. They cost 30 quid, don't they?
No, I could do with one now. I'm getting on the bus for all the stuff I buy at B&M. I was very good yesterday, though. I only bought 3 dog balls and some hot chocolate. I was very
You
good.
often go out, you see stuff, you buy it, you go back home and you open the cupboard, you think, God, and you've got tons of the same stuff, and you thought, I thought I had none. Does your head in, doesn't it? I do
Regularly.
it all the time.
The dogs are obsessed with the squeaky Scooby-Doo balls where Bella is. Buster just eats them, and I seen them, so I bought 3. One to give them one each, and then one for when Bella goes on a walk. Yes, Buster just destroys them.
Listen, if I go home and I ain't got nothing to tie some man, I get right dirty looks. You won't even talk to me.
Do you know what these two do? Every single time without fail, I walk through the door if I've been out. They'll come over, say hello to me, and stick their head in my bag as if to say, "What have you got for me this time?"
Yeah, I love that when he does. So it's good, isn't it? You put the bags down, they've just got their heads in the bag, sniffing about. Where you got me? Where you got me?
Every single time.
Yeah.
But I tell you what I started doing is going around charity shops and getting teddies and stuff, because Buster is a destroyer.
Yeah.
So I just get all the cheap teddies and that for him to destroy.
He's got a great big cart of them, Tyson, but he don't really play with them a lot. Now and again he does. He likes bottles. He tears bottles to pieces. If I go out here, grab a bottle or a branch and start chewing it, go home with all his toys, very rare he plays with them.
See, Bella loves the toys, but Buster destroys them, so she started destroying them before he gets a chance. But she loves the toys, especially balls, doesn't she? Absolutely loves them Scooby-Doo balls.
So what time is the thing going at? 6, is it?
Yeah, I think Darren's is 6. We're going to set mine up, and I'll text you when because I want to check if anybody else has got a Premier going up, because I don't want to put one on it. But I'll text
want to get as much coverage as views as possible, so we let people know. So let us know when it is, and so I can put it on my community page and spread it about what time it's going to be.
Will do.
Guys, everyone in chat, remember that. Spread it about, share. Get as many views or people viewing these lives as possible, please. I'm after promoting these guys as much as possible, and the more views they get, the better.
Thank you, Uncle JJ.
Respect, JJ.
Morning, Gregory. But yeah, I think Thursday we said we'll go back out, because we've got 3 videos to put up. So we've got one for each day, and then we'll go back out Thursday.
Yeah.
And get some more. So hopefully we can, even if we just go out twice a week and do a few, hopefully we can upload some every day, which...
That's the way forward. To be honest, sometimes twice a day. Save a little bit, give like the first rendition, and then give the second rendition a bit later. Do you know what I mean? Half it if you can, because they reckon twice a day, putting out something twice a day is a lot better coverage and viewing time than it is putting it all out at once. So sometimes you've got a long one, you can half it, can't you? You can say section 1, section 2 comes later. You know what I'm saying? Then you get it viewed again.
But it's not that. People are on edge, aren't they, to look at the second bit. So they're going to watch the second bit. Do you know what I mean?
Doubles the views. It doubles the views. Plus, Chris told me it puts the algorithms up or something. Something about algorithms. Twice a day puts the algorithms up or something. I don't even know what that means. I ain't got a clue. I thought it was all about subs, but unfortunately it's not. It's all about views.
I don't really understand it properly, but
It's both, JJ, because the more subs you've got, the more
views you can get.
the more
Yeah, I
subs
know,
you've got, YouTube will promote your videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they will. That's for that, yeah. Yeah, but when it comes to views, it's different because I've got someone sent me a load of stuff, and he said someone with 1,000 subs can earn 10 times more money than someone with 80,000. Depends. You can have 80,000 subs, but if no one's viewing your stuff, it's nothing. It don't mean anything, does it?
It all depends on you.
Yeah.
A lot of
You've got to have
stuff
your
is
loyal customers, ain't you? You've got to have like 1,000 good people that are going to push your stuff and get out there and watch it every single time and keep pushing it and pushing it. Getting other people to watch it. There we go. I've got to get on the bus, guys. God bless you. Talk after.
Take care,
Yeah.
JJ.
Love you, JJ. I love
Take
you,
care,
mate.
guys. Love you to bit.
Love you, JJ.
Love you lots, take care.
Go. It's on the bus.
Okay,
Get on the
JJ.
bus.
It's a lot of different. It's even your thumbnail, man. I'm going to try and get it. I'm going to do Mel's video in a bit. And maybe put yours up for 6:30.
Oh, the sun's coming out, you know. The sun's coming out.
I'm thinking if we start off with hopefully one a day, and then we've got the addiction lives, and then when we're in a position to get a new car, we can maybe start doing more. Because morning, Glove, nice to see you.
Oi.
Because it is a ball ache, isn't it, on the bus going from one to the next?
Yeah.
Especially if you're the one reading Google Maps and you have me walking 10 miles to the first one.
It was all right yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel a bit flat today, mate.
It's maybe because of all the walking, like maybe just a bit tired. I'm feeling a bit, because of all the walking.
I think because I haven't slept properly, fucking falling asleep when I slept 8 or 2 o'clock, then getting up having biscuits and then falling back to sleep at fucking 6 o'clock. 6:10 I got in that bed. Then I was up for what, 9:30?
Morning, Belfast. So you've got
I
a
was
couple
up
of
for 9:30, man, wasn't I?
couple of premieres coming today. So look out for them, guys.
I wasn't even going to let that one. I was going to put that one, that police video. That was the last one we done yesterday. I was going to put it in order, but may as well get out. Everyone's looking forward to it. So, has Amanda disappeared? Disappeared, Amanda, yeah.
No, love, I'm still here. I just muted the sense out going into car.
Oh, all right.
Just on a mission. Oh, cream buns coming out. It's a bit dull over here, like.
Shut, Amanda.
Oh, so, man.
You still got the Rintons, man, round your way. Do you still get the Rintons, man, Amanda?
Am I back in the room? Am I back in the
Yeah,
Amanda. Amanda.
Sorry, it cuts out there a little bit. Love, what did you say? Something about wind?
No, definitely not. Definitely
No.
not, Amanda.
Morning, look. What are you then?
Oh,
Cheer up, Neddies.
I'm saying, Amanda, do you still get the Rintons, man?
Bringtons.
Rintons,
No,
do you know Rintons?
negative. No negative on that one, pal.
Don't you get them round there no more? The Rintons, man.
No, never seen him at our end.
Ever?
Nah. The GGs are here. Look, you see the GGs?
Where's the GGs? What is it, 5-1? I've just done it.
Oh, there's 5-1. That one seems a bit pissed off, if you ask me. GGs.
Chris, you're in the wrong lane, man.
Overtaking bus, man. The bus. Going to GGs.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. It's the GGs. Bye-bye, ladies. Just waving to the ladies. It's the GGs. On a mission. Over the gear side view, actually, that might be better, would it? Who lives in a place like this?
Uh-huh.
See, told you the sun was coming out, but it's a bit overcast right now.
Yeah, what it is, the sky's just grey, yeah.
Yeah,
Grey as
same
fuck.
here.
Yeah.
Same here. But it is coming out because I can feel. I've got traffic, man. We've got a lot of traffic.
Fucking hell, are you at a red light or something there? Are you at traffic light?
No,
Amanda?
negative junction.
Oh,
No.
right, yeah.
No
yeah,
traffic
yeah.
lights. Junction. Just a junction. It's very busy though. The under main road.
So did they have right
Or under
way
main
there then?
road. Sort of thing. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wanna
they
go
got
up to
rights of way. Because they're coming down from the left and they come up from the right. But it's a right
Once
bad
again-
junction. That's a pain in the arse.
You know what I'm going to do once we get to Jamaica? I'm going to see how much it is to get a flight to Trinidad for the day or two. And if it's not too much, I'm going.
See, can you see the cloud over there? Look, can you see it?
See
The
what?
mist. The mist.
The
It's
mist.
like misty over there. Yeah,
Gorillas.
mist.
Gorillas in the
No,
mist. I
no,
can't.
no, no, mist. You see it over there? Look, it's starting to break up now.
No,
The
definitely
mist.
can't see
The
no.
mist. The mist. The mist.
Can't see no mist. I mean, the sun looks as though it's breaking
Yeah.
through.
Probably not holding the camera on. Yeah, it's trying to break through. It will do in a bit, but it takes a while because we're quite high up here. High up. School to the
How you going, Amanda? You taking Chris back to the lonely bin?
Where am I going? No,
Taking
I'm
Chris
taking
back.
Chris to get his new spectacles. He's getting his
Oh,
new
yeah.
glasses today, mate.
Yeah, well,
New glass. We had to wait a bit
well,
longer, I think.
apple pie and ice cream, lad.
Aye, apple pie.
I thought it was YI cherry pie, weren't it? Not apple pie.
No, man. Well, I think apple pie, ice cream, the McDonald's.
All right, okay. Do you know my son? He dips his chips into the McFlurry and the nuggets. Vile creature.
I love McFlurries. I was addicted to them at one point, wasn't I?
Yeah. The only reason why it's not happening is it's hard to get there.
No.
This
I
is on
ain't
the
that.
nearest shop.
This is our nearest shop there. Look, that one there. That's my nearest shop.
What is it? A spa? Oh, stop.
The one stop, pal, a one stop, which is like an offshoot of Tesco's, isn't it?
Yeah, one stop. There used to be Agonies and all that. Did you have Agonies up there?
Who?
Agonies.
No, negative on that. No.
Uh,
No.
Quality fare we had.
There's no butchers down here. Butcher's shop.
That's where we had his wedding reception.
Yeah, we had his wedding reception there. Great
What in
shop there and all. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Like here, this is the place. See, this here was an old church and converted it into an house.
All right.
But it draws me to it every time I go past it. It draws me to it.
I bet it's haunted, that.
Oh, aye, I bet it is and all. I bet it is. I'd love to have a nosy around in there. You know, to see if there is out. Not to look at the house. I want to see if there's out in it. Do you know what I mean? It's very,
Right, I
very-
think what we're going to do, yeah, I'd love to. You should knock on and see if we'll give you a tour.
oh, aye. They'll think I'm some bloody robber or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I knocked on one of the biggest horse trainers in the fucking game, mate. I knocked on his door, asked him for the tour. He said no. I thought, little do you know, mate, wait, you go and watch your cameras. I've already had a tour myself.
Stop over there. The cooperative. Right, Chris, there, look.
Chris, man, Chris, oh, bloody hell, slow down.
We're only doing 30, man. It looks faster on the camera, though, doesn't it? No, it does, though. I've watched one of my videos back, and and somebody says, "Oh, slow down." And we're only doing like 40 at time, but it looks really fast, you know, on the picture when you're trying to look at the outside. Yeah. She's got his dogs out. Look, walking into dogs.
How did the win, Paul? How did Greg's win? Pray the Paul's, haven't we? And Greg's.
Cheers, look, nice
I
cheer.
like Copeland's. Do you always have a Copeland's bakery, Amanda?
We don't here. There's hardly out here, to be honest.
No, I know, but I mean,
There do have them, but they're not local, if you know what I mean. So yeah,
Yeah,
we do have.
you won't even have a Greg's local, yo.
No,
do.
Greg's further up here.
Toffee Danishes. I love the toffee Danishes from Cooplands.
Chris, you can thing with the gap there, you know, you can close the gap there, man.
Because there's electric gates there to that posh house there, you see.
Oh, they've got to keep clear.
Right, it's got to keep clear. It's got posh thing where you press the button and get in, and the gates open. Bearing in mind, this here is like in a flood area when the weather gets bad, because at the side there's a, I don't know, it's a river, a pond or wherever, I don't know what it is. But some of these houses sometimes get flooded. This is in like a floodplain, and then they've bought a new estate over the other side, and again, they're in floodplain. You know, when we had them really, really bad floods a couple of years ago, they actually proper got flooded, them new houses. See, there's another one there, look, one of them gate things, see it?
What's that? What do you Ford Ranger? That orange vehicle. It's a Ford
Yeah.
Ranger. That.
Yeah, it's called a Wild Track Ford Ranger.
Yeah. Right, do you know what? I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go and do put Mel's video intro with a thing we I'm gonna go and oh no, I've got to go for the intro. I'm doing your intro. I'm gonna get it uploaded.
Well, have a lovely day,
I'm going
everybody.
both.
Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Big up, live free. And we'll catch
Respect to live free. I'll always have gratitude to live free, mate. Always. In fact, I'm
I'll
going to
miss Money's lives. I do will miss his lives and auditing and all the rest of it, but I'm sure if he does come back and do his thing, then, you know, be bigger than better than ever. The Phoenix will rise again.
Definitely.
I like Chris, man. I like it. Good kid.
Maybe he needs a bit of time for himself and his family and do whatever he needs to do.
He's an intelligent kid as well. Do you know what I
He's
mean?
very, very intelligent, yeah. Massive heart. Right, folks, I'll let you get on. I'm going to disappear because we're not going to be left in about 5-10 minutes. We'll be there. So I'll catch you all later. Have a lovely day, everybody.
And Jules.
Day. Take care. Drive safely.
Will do. Bye for now.
You drive, Amanda.
Do I drive? Yeah, but I'm not driving now.
I'm not on about like driving Chris up the wall. We know that because he told us.
No, I've got a license. Yeah, this is my
Got a
car.
license.
Driving
Have
it.
you got a license to drive Chris up the wall?
Yeah, I've got one of them and all easy. That's an easy job, that, mate. Trust me. Give me 2 minutes and I can have him climbing wall, literally. Takes me longer getting back down from that wall, though. That's the problem. Right, I'll catch you all later.
Do you know what you should do? Do you know what his label on his jumper? Fucking up it on one of the videos and press the button and send him up.
Can you imagine?
Beam him out. Beam it up, Chris. Beam it up. Right, listen, guys. Go and enjoy your day. And we will see you.
Guys, take it easy. Lots of love. Bye.
See you in the premiere. See you later. Respect, guys. Respect.
Bye, guys. Take care.
And that just leaves us with everybody in the chat to say, I hope you all have a good day. We'll see you in the premiere at 6 o'clock. Then I think we're going to do Mel's for 6:30. We'll see you there. And then we'll see you back here, right here at 8 p.m. We will see you then. Respect, guys. Have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone. Take care. Lots of love.
Right, go on.
Lots of love to everyone. Take care and stay safe.
Well, Mel wasn't been on this morning. She hope she's okay. What about Jade? Remember not Uncle JJ? Other little JJ, I hope he's alright.
I know. Maybe just got a lot on, babe.
I know, but I still hope he's okay.
I know.
Right, respect, guys.